What's up, team? This is Coach Abraham with Armor Strength and Conditioning. So we're gonna just do a couple of the best mobility drills for the hip that I use with my athletes and the ones that have given the best results. There's just so many stretches out there. So again, I wanna show you the ones that have worked for my athletes the best. Hopefully you can use one of these and help you be more mobile, be more flexible, and not have to deal with all these nagging pains and tightnesses that a lot of you players usually feel, because you should not be walking with tightness every single day, okay? So let's get it.
Yeah, top of the morning, I know that you thought I was dormant. Woke up early from shots that was swarming the block.
First one, we're gonna go into a rear foot elevated hip stretch. Many of y'all have seen me do this one plenty of times, all right? And I emphasize this one a lot because a lot of times our hip is tight and you need to understand that muscles are connected. The hip and the quad are connected, right? So it makes sense to stretch the full muscle, okay? So for this one, super important, squeeze that glute, boom. What happens whenever you squeeze an opposite muscle, the front one is forced to relax. If whenever you squeeze, the front actually tightens up, that's actually a sign and your body is telling you, dude, you are super tight. So from there, we wanna lean back into this, okay? And we're gonna go into a posterior pelvic tilt. And what that means is don't stick your butt out, right? So you don't wanna be sticking your butt out. That's an anterior tilt. If this is your hip, you don't wanna make it go over here. You wanna make it go back, okay? So we're here, boom. We're not gonna arc the back. We're gonna just actually scoop back. And now you will feel the pull mainly in the quad, okay? And that's what we wanna look for. Like, if you are dealing with a big tightness, I would say, man, go up to 2 minutes and do this like 2 to 3 times a day, right? If you're gonna do this right before a performance, I would say be a little bit more dynamic with it, just like that, right? And what helps even, you can even turn the foot and you will feel the sensation in different areas. You can even go over here, go overhead, get a little bit more of this aspect right here. You can even go into a rotation, be dynamic with it. Okay, try that one out. Up next, team, we're gonna go into something that's a little bit more dynamic. This is one of my favorite ones to really loosen up that socket. So check this one out. We're gonna go into almost like a lateral lunge or like a sumo squat from here. Boom, go as low as you can go. From here, I'm gonna shift over into a lateral lunge. And then from here, I'm gonna actually flip this hip, right? Watch this. I'm flipping the hip. This foot does not move. Boom, I'm gonna give a big rotation. My chest or my head is facing you, but my chest is facing behind, right? From here, watch how I'm gonna get back into the position, right? If you are already feeling tightness right there, I say embrace it, look for the tightness, okay? Because that's what we wanna do. If we look for those tightness areas, right, it means that we're attacking them and we're loosening it up, okay? Now with this next one, again, watch my hip, it's gonna just flip, right? It's not gonna touch the floor. So some of y'all may need to hang on to something so you're not falling down, right? And now look at that. Again, that whole socket is really just pivoting around those muscles. So we can probably do 5 on each side if it's right before a training session. If you're just gonna be doing it constantly on your own at home, 2 to 3 times a day, just so you're really loosening everything up, we could probably go up to 7, 8 times. Up next, team, this is one that a lot of you footballers probably do a lot. I'm gonna show you how to take it up a notch. We're gonna go into an elevated pigeon stretch, okay? The thing about this one is that I'm gonna be dynamic with it. I'm gonna go for about 60 seconds to 1 to 2 minutes. From here, I'm gonna just go drop down, exhale. Good, I feel that pull. I'm gonna come back, take a deep breath in. Exhale, right there, right? Why the breathing is so important is that breathing is you communicating with your body, you telling it that it's okay. It's gonna help you go through a further range of motion. I learned this stretch from my physical therapist. I had pain right here, like at the very front, what I thought was like the groin area, and probably a little bit was the groin area, because again, everything is kind of connected. I had pain for 4 months, right? In 1 month, pain was gone, okay? So what we're gonna be doing right here is go into a 90-90 position. We're nice and tall. 2 things that need to happen. You gotta push this foot forward, right? Now there's tension on the back of the glutes. From here, I'm gonna bring this leg back, right? If you bring it back and you start feeling tension on the back of this hip, you may feel it starting from probably like the back, coming all the way to the front, all right? And I say, listen to your body. There's a reason why feeling that. It's saying you're tight. Maybe things are kind of like connected over here, right? So we're gonna attack everything from here. We're gonna go out, boom, boom, go. Exhale, exhale, exhale. and then bring it right back, okay? Where you may feel, right, in the beginning, I was cramping right here on the side, okay? Again, things are connected. If you are really that tight, before your sessions, foam roll, do some trigger points. If you don't know what trigger point is, basically you get like a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball, and you put it on there, meaning it's a trigger. You probably want to just massage right here and on the sides, get the hips, get the psoas muscle. Up next, guys, is another one. This is called a controlled articulated rotation. You may have seen me do this one plenty of times. We're gonna come into this position right here. Let me get on this side, right? From here, I may tighten up my abs a little bit. I'm gonna come over here, boom, coming into the circle, right? From here, it's gonna take me about 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom. And that is 1 rep right there, at least half of a rep, because now we gotta bring it right back. Check it out. We're gonna go all the way back first, right? Don't allow your body to rotate. That's one of the main things that players like to do. We're gonna come over here and now go up, right? I like to imagine that there's a hurdle I'm going over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, essentially what we're doing is we're stretching that hip, right? That capsule is moving around, but we're also strengthening it at the same time, right? So we're telling it, hey, this is the new position that I want to do, and we need to ensure that we're also strong in that position right there, okay? So we can go up from 3 up to 6 reps on each side, right? And like I mentioned, if you're doing this for like a rehab standpoint, because you are so tight, you probably want to do this 2 to 3 times a day up until we can reach a maintenance where you just need to do this probably just before like every training session. As a bonus, right, I want to see how many players can actually do this, who can lift this up, so like a fire hydrant, and kick out, tap and come back up, tap and come back up, right? I bet you a lot of you players are not going to be able to do this one, right? This one is pretty difficult. You need good mobility here, right? Watch how my hips are not going to open up, okay? So check it out. We're here, boom, right? I'm going to actually bring them down just like this, right? Boom, just like that. You can add that one as well if you just want like another stretch right there. Guys, I'm sweating up. I have a session up next, but I hope that was helpful. Go try those out. I'm gonna be probably posting a calf one here soon. So until next time.